What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS.
Hey, Garrett, you have some information about Vivek Ramaswamy and his plans.
Yeah, Savannah, Vivek Ramaswamy has an interesting distinction here as someone who will be departing an administration and a post that didn't actually exist yet before he departs it. We have now reporting from two sources familiar with his plans that Vivek Ramaswamy, who was set to be the co-leader of Doge, this new Department of Government Efficiency that the Trump administration is expected to set up in the coming hours, will in fact not be really taking on that role. He's instead going to run for governor of Ohio. That had been sort of widely rumored. We now have it confirmed that he's expected to make that announcement next week, and that it was impossible for him to do both things at the same time. We just saw Elon Musk in the rotunda. Musk is, of course, the other co-leader of Doge, who, again, is a very complex and important figure in Trump world. He has no formal role. Doge itself is something of an outside consultancy. It's not clear how much authority they will have. But nevertheless, Musk, with all of his entanglements with the federal government, particularly in the form of SpaceX, his rocket company, which has billions of dollars in contracts with the government, will now be in charge of finding, he says, $2 trillion in cuts to the federal budget. Now, in recent weeks, he's walked that number back, suggesting that a more realistic goal might be $1 trillion. But Musk and the team that they have put in place in some of these agencies will now be moving forward without the services of fellow entrepreneur and tech executive Vivek Ramaswamy, instead setting his sights on governor of Ohio.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
So it's being reported that Elon Musk has already achieved his first cut at the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, known as Doge. And that is the co-leader, Vivek Ramaswamy. And Musk, who is the purchaser of Donald Trump, made it known that he wanted Vivek out of Doge in recent days. According to three people familiar with Musk's preferences who, like others for the article that was written, were granted anonymity to discuss them. An ill-received holiday rant on X by Ramaswamy about H-1B visas apparently hastened his demise. So just 69 days after Trump announced the team, Ramaswamy is now leaving Doge and allegedly planning to announce a run for Ohio governor next week. God help those people. Musk's ability to ice out Ramaswamy, who for a variety of reasons had irked some Republicans in Trump's circle, is the latest sign of his influence in the incoming administration, and it presages an encore of all of the infighting that marked Trump's first term. Ramaswamy, quote, just burned through the bridges, and he finally burned Elon, said a Republican strategist close to Trump advisors. Everyone wants him out of Mar-a-Lago, out of D.C. One main reason for some Republicans' frustration with Ramaswamy was a post he made on X during a discussion of H-1B visas. In late December, Ramaswamy criticized American culture, saying that tech companies hire foreign workers in part because of a mindset in the country that has venerated mediocrity over excellence. They wanted him out before the tweet, but kicked him to the curb when that came out, said one of the three people familiar with his departure. A person close to Doge said Musk did not think it was feasible for him to campaign for office while working on Doge. Yeah, right. As recently as last week, Ramaswamy was hoping to achieve some early wins at Doge before leaving to pursue a so-called gubernatorial bid. Now, Ramaswamy and his allies are trying to put a positive spin on his departure, coming just as Trump takes office. So he declined to comment about any tensions there might be with Elon Musk. And a person familiar with Ramaswamy's thinking said they are now on good terms, and that the reality is that it wasn't possible to run for governor and co-lead Doge both at once. Whatever. Listen, the fact of the matter is there are people who are Republicans on the Hill who are joking about it, and there are memes that they're passing around where it shows Elon Musk erasing Ramaswamy from history that have been privately shared. And even though Vivek, who is definitely wealthy, he fails to realize, just like people like Tim Scott, Byron Donalds, when they look at you, they say you're not like us. They don't see you as an equal. And in actuality, Elon Musk sees someone like Vivek as someone that should be working for him, not with him. Because let's be clear, Elon Musk hires a lot of people that look like Vivek Ramaswamy, so he kind of finds it offensive to have someone like Vivek be on his so-called team when he sees him as someone that should be underneath him, that should be employed by him, that he could let go and fire whenever he wants to. So yeah, Vivek, you're not like them. So you could try to put a spin on it and say, yeah, well, you know what? I decided that I wanted to run for governor of Ohio, and I just realized yesterday that doing that and being on this Doge committee wouldn't make sense for me to try to do at the same time. Bull, okay? Elon Musk is a racist. Donald Trump is too. Again, they don't mind having people like Vivek work for them, but when it comes to working with them, it's a completely different story. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.